Alright, so this is a part 2 to my most recent video, Rocket Collectors. And you definitely should watch the part 1 if you want to understand what's happening in this video. But if you're just here for a video in the background or just something entertaining, this is going to be mostly PvP and raid defenses. This is kind of like the finale of the wipe, more or less. And if you do want to see the first part of this video, I'm going to put the link in the description. But other than that, enjoy the video on this Hype Hop Weekly where the game barely runs 20 FPS. And me and my duo, who barely speaks English, we pretty much dominate this weekly server that is ran by groups that are over 8 deep. And just some context, a guy named James Duffy, he is a guy that I allied with, he's a solo. The alliance did come to an end pretty quick when he was eco-raiding into our base while we were off. And this was right after Heli. I was getting ready to log off, but I wanted to fill up the shop with a couple extra guns. And after filling it up, we literally logged on to the shop raiders raiding our base. And the shop raiders, they are L13, their names are Tomato, Buns, and there's like 6 other names. But they're too scared to raid our actual base, so instead they raid our shop. Fuck you.
Wait.
Oh, I'm dead. Jesus, he didn't. Scared the shit out of me.
Hold up.
Sulfur's gone, they took it all.
Raid one, the me no online, no. You defend.
Just over.
Oh, you love my dick, don't you? You love it. And the L13, aka the shop raiders, they were obviously very upset that they were losing every single fight against a duo when their team is around 8 deep. Me and Alex decided to log off, see if we could bait an offline because that's what people like to do. Which was a good idea on our part because someone did end up trying to raid. Oh my god, bro. For fuck's sake. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Doesn't work like that. You can't just offline me. I already won. I already won. And for some context, there was 3 raiding. Only 2 of them were in the compound, and I guess my ally either killed the 3rd one outside or he wasn't even part of the raid. But the solo we were allied with, he killed one in the compound because he was standing on the furnace, and then I GL'd the other. And these guys were the same guys that were running Silence Bolty at Brad when they were taking it at like 6 in the morning. I ended up raiding their base, and this was them trying to get like a revenge raid. Obviously didn't go very well. Huh? A lot.
Fuck. Good. Another.
Shit on.
On my body. Rocket.
Launcher? What? What am I gonna do with that? No launcher. Did he have anything, Alex?
Yeah, nothing.
And after depoting the boom, resealing the base, and organizing the loot we got, we logged right back off. And that's when I logged on to our solo ally, raiding our compound with a jackhammer. That's cool. And after that, I logged right back off once again because I was trying to play the finals with my friend Josh. But after the finals, I did end up going to sleep because I was sick with COVID, and I did not leave an alt account on or anything to save us from an offline. I ended up waking up to a random alarm I had set for like 4 hours or something. And I decided to get on and check on base, and this is what I logged on to. They're so deep. And some context on who these guys were, it was the Shop Raiders, L13, the same guys who were talking shit on their Vendys. These guys managed to get at least 6 people, probably more, on at 3 AM just to offline a duo. And y'all know me, as long as I'm on, the raid is winnable. Doesn't matter if I'm put on bag timer by this guy who put a bunch of N's in his name. Any raid in my 1x3 is winnable. Nah, because there's no way he just rocketed me from the raid base. What the hell? And if you guys can't tell, this entire fight, I was on like 15 or 20 frames. You can probably tell because, like, it's very choppy. No. And I was also very sick during this entire raid. Really bad body aches. I was losing my voice, coughing, that type of thing. You'll be able to tell because of how bad my voice sounds. And the raiders got busy with another team who was countering and trying to raid their raid base, so that gave me time to seal. Kill 2.
Okay.
I need help out here. Ladders.
Ladder? Okay.
Tomato. Oh my god, bro. One left, Alex. Killed him both.
Okay.
And just like that, we won the raid. We pretty much got everything back. After getting everything organized, resealed, that type of thing, we ended up only losing a bunch of cloth and our entire box of components. And it wasn't even a lot of components, so some naked probably walked in, grabbed it, and ran away. And right after this, L13 logged off, so we prepared to raid them back. And we still had to get metal frags for a raid base, along with stuff to put a turret down. And we couldn't really get any farming done because we were getting door camped constantly after defending that raid. But after about an hour, we had pretty much everything we needed to raid. We also ended up taking heli and killing 2 AK guys that countered, and we got M2 and 2 rocket C4 crates. And I also knew that us raiding these guys, they were either going to be despawned or extremely poor, considering they had won pretty much no fights throughout this whole wipe. But that didn't really matter to me. I just cared about getting them back with a raid. An offline raid, to make it even better considering they tried to offline us twice. Which I was completely right. They left a good amount of their doors open, their core was absolutely filled to the brim with sleeping bags, and they had not even a fifth of the loot that we had after our first day. And my personal favorite part of this entire wipe, we raided their shop. Considering they raided our shop twice and offline raided us twice. This was like the perfect ending to this wipe. Except there was one more thing. We had taken heli a second time, and the official server, they restarted for an update. And when that happened, we lost rocket C4 crates to a guy named Blade. If you remember Blade, he's the silenced Volty guys from launch that failed an offline on us because I raided them. We knew that they were going to try to raid us again because they had been on all night. So I continued to flex rockets in a Vindy, and I waited for a raid to happen. And after getting killed by silenced M2, I decided to grab an M2 of my own. And props to these guys, they continued to try and raid even after I logged on. We're gonna raid it. Get on roof again.
Drop everything in the airlock.
I'm dead.
No, I'm dead.
Shit on him. Come here, loot.
Thingy?
Well, you should let your teammate get some sleep. He stayed up a lot farming. I couldn't imagine playing a whole wipe and losing every fight. There's no way that's fun.
Every fight, bro? We win
Every single fight, you guys lose them all. It's kind of, your persistence is kind of, I kind of look up to you in a way because like, you just keep playing.
No, you're just a fat, obese.
And this is where I'm going to end the video. Somebody asked me for a loot tour at the end of my videos. I'll start trying to do that if I remember to.